So here's the Turning Point shovels case. Pretty nice, heavy nylon case. It's got this would be a Velcro belt loop, or it's also got this strap in the back here that you could use, stick a belt through here, or you could put this on maybe your backpack, one of your straps on your pack. So it's got a couple options. Got a loop here. You could use that to hang it like this if you wanted to in camp. Pretty nice Velcro fasteners here. Small pocket front here. It's probably 3 inches deep. Another zipper pocket. Pretty nice. Zippers are decent. They're not just a generic zipper, but they seem to be pretty good. Comes with a couple of sharpening stones, one coarse and a fine sharpening stone. Nice addition. This is the shovel. Shovel head has a nice cover, so if you want to carry the shovel assembled, you can, and it's safe. Or if you didn't want to bring this little pack, you could bring the shovel head, bring the components of the shovel, put them in your pack. You don't have to worry about this thing slicing a hole in your pack. Pretty nicely made. The welds and everything are really clean. It's kind of dirty. I've been kind of digging and playing around with it a little bit, trying it out. It works pretty good. It's got a root saw here. It wouldn't cut wood very well. I wouldn't, maybe you could sharpen it, but I don't think it would be a very good blade for cutting wood. This, on the other hand, this is a pretty nice blade here for chopping. The edge is designed for chopping. So, and then this is your standard blunt shovel edge here. It's pretty thick. I'd say it's probably feels like the blade's probably like I don't know, like a 1/16 or 1 millimeter, maybe 1.5 millimeters. It's fairly thick, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to bend it. Then the handles, they come like this. They got these two connect together. This one's a male. It's aluminum thread. This is aluminum thread female, and they just go together like this. That's a pretty clean connection there. Then these ends, these are stainless, the nipples on the ends, and then there's a pin that goes through the handle here, and it looks like it may be welded also in place, or maybe epoxied or something. It's really pretty tight here. Take the shovel head, which is stainless steel. Just threads right on there. That's a pretty nice little shovel. It's about 16 inches long. Let's say it's 3.5 inches wide by about 4 inches deep here. It's got a nice little lip here like a larger shovel has that you put your foot on, but I think that's more for your hands to keep your hand from slipping and catching a sharp edge. I'm guessing that this would be good for fire steel, this little notch out right here. It's not really big enough for a bottle opener, so I think the intention is for scraping a fire steel. It's got a hammer right here, a little striking point, so you could drive nails or pound in tent stakes. Overall build quality is excellent on this thing. It's rock solid. I think you could really do some good digging with this thing. Now the soil here is probably a little soft. It's winter. It's winter and ground's kind of wet, but there's a lot of rocks in here. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's pretty rocky soil in it. A little bit of effort, you could dig a fire pit or do a lot of digging with that around camp. This end has a little protective cover, another stainless steel nipple that you unscrew the head here, the shovel head, trying to keep the shovel in the camera here. Screw the head on here on this nipple. So, whoops. Same way. Take this protective cap, screw that on the end. Now, got yourself a pretty stout little hoe, and this thing is rock solid. It does not move at all. I just chopped a couple of rocks in half here. And the edge pretty much looks like it did before I started, so really good for tough digging. Dig a trench around tent for drainage. Dig a hole for the bathroom. Everybody's got to go out there in the woods, and I'll tell you what, I hate digging with a plastic shovel, especially if the ground's frozen or if it's hard and rocky. You just can't get the job done. Having something like this, you can get the job done. Use it to move dirt around like that. Works pretty good. Man, that gets pretty tight, but it comes off with a little effort. The other thing, if you're building campfires in the woods, it's really nice to have a shovel to put your fire out completely. So, got a piece of pine here. It's really dry. Start at the small end and we'll work our way to the thicker end. Starts out about ½ inch diameter down here, maybe 5/8, and all the way up to about 1.25 inch, 1 3/8 down at this end. Anyway, see how we can do here. Knock some of the dirt off of there. Now, I noticed right away that wants to get a little loose when you're chopping, so I think you're going to have to be careful at how you strike. If I tend to strike this way, it's going to loosen the head, so when I strike, I'm going to want to kind of hit with this kind of a motion. And that will be tightening and chopping at the same time, so that should work. A little practice, I think. Probably get used to it and do pretty good. Although, doing it maybe this way, chop in this direction, maybe the ticket, like left-handed or right-handed, backhand type of a motion, I think will actually be tightening, so let's try that out. That works pretty good. Not too bad for a little trowel, a mini shovel. That was about 1 inch thick, and like I said, it's really hard wood. It's been laying around for years probably.